Hello there guys, thanks for watching and welcome to this edition of Bland County Survivor Man. In this edition of Bland County Survivor Man, we're going to talk about how to make glue. We're going to take some just plain old deer skin right here, pieces of scraps off of some deer skin where I've tanned. And this is just plain old rawhide. We're going to take that stuff, and I've already got some of it cut up in some little chunks right here. And we're going to take that deer skin and we're going to make glue out of it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, you just take your pan and put it on your stove or campfire or whatever. And I've already got that water right there boiling. You can see it right there on the stove. And I'm just going to add that deer skin right to that boiling water. Now I know that there's lots of things that you can do with this stuff in a survival situation. One of the things that I'm doing right here now is I'm making a bow and arrow. And you can see I've got a little arrowhead there that I've napped out of a piece of flint. I don't claim to be a professional at napping flint, but there's an arrowhead that I made. The other end of it, I've got a piece of deer antler for the knock. And I'm going to take that glue and glue the arrowhead in, and I'm going to glue the knock in, but I'm also going to glue the feathers onto that shaft with that hide glue. Here's my bow. My bow is about 52 inches long. I got a piece of paracord there. I've got a piece of dried slippery elm for the bow shaft. That's a pretty good bow. Anyway, there's what it looked like pointing at you. And I got to get some feathers glued onto that thing. So folks, what we're going to do is we're going to take that little pan of water right there in that deer skin, and we're going to boil that for about 2 hours. And after 2 hours, that stuff should be about the consistency of honey. Then we will strain it through a piece of cloth, and after that it will be ready to use. And I can show you some that I've already got made right here. I got it there in my pocket. Get that bag open. You see it's really sticky. Some really sticky stuff. See how it sticks to my finger there. Basically, that's what your deer skin's made out of, that glue right there. And that stuff is really, really sticky. And guitar makers and fiddle makers and people who make that kind of stuff really like that kind of stuff. You can use any type of skin you want as long as you haven't tanned it. You use squirrel skin, rabbit skin, whatever. Just dehair it, turn it into a piece of rawhide and just boil it until you get the glue out of it. And like I say, it only takes about 2 hours. So we're going to boil that down while I'm making these feathers for my shaft, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Alright fellers, check this out. There's my arrow. There's my feathers glued on with that homemade glue. There's my arrowhead. And that's just basically what you can do out in the woods with your hide glue after you've made the stuff. Put the stuff together, and let's just take a look at it and see what it looks like pointing at you this time. That's about a 35 or 40 pound draw bow right there. But anyway, there's a survival bow. And there's an arrow that I made with that hide glue. Hey guys, here's one thing you don't want to do. I've let my glue there get just a little bit too hot. This stuff will burn. If you burn it, and you let it burn too long, it won't be worth anything. So I'll put that out. That stuff's ready to strain, so I'm going ahead and strain it off. I'll show you what it looks like. Really It's really hot. Ooh, ouch. It's really hot. Okay. Anyway, like I say, I got just a little bit too hot. But what you do is you take this stuff and you take you a piece of cloth or whatever you got there. Just anything will work. You probably think that's not glue. Those pieces of skins, you could eat them if you didn't have any contaminants on them. They're just, you can eat them. But anyway, strain off the junk out of it. Then we have our glue right there in the bottom of the can. I just wanted you all to see that little technique on how to make glue out of any kind of skin that you can find in the woods. Once you cook it and you cook it down till it's about the consistency of honey, you just strain it, let it dry, and when you get ready to use the stuff, just put you about a teaspoon of water or tablespoon of water on the piece that you're trying to use. Just take your pocket knife and just cut, or whatever, and cut you a piece of it off. Add about a teaspoon of water to it and just cook it over the fire. Don't set it on fire like I did that back there. And just take that stuff and just spread it on whatever you want to glue and smoosh her together, and you will have perfect glue. Hey guys, once again, thank you for watching Bland County Survivor Man, and that's another tip from your Bland County Survivor Man. Have a nice day.